Hello, Raw Food Rehab. It's Monday, February the 1st. We're starting a brand new week and a brand new month. 28 days in February. I want to propose that in the month of February, since Valentine's Day is right in the middle of the month, I think it would be a great focus for us to just deem this the month of love. Whether you have a significant other in your life or not, I think February should be a time where each of us assess our own personal love that we have for our own bodies. I mean, one of the things that we're doing here in the Raw Food Rehab Unit is we are learning to take charge of our health and our weight by loving ourselves more. I mean, basically, you know, you're not going to poison someone that you love, right? But sometimes we are our own worst enemies. So I think in the month of February, if we can all be more mindful of what our life practices are, what are we doing to show ourselves that we really do value and love this body that has been given to us as a gift. So I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what some of your plans are. What are you going to be doing in February to take better care of you? I think it's a really important question. As I was thinking about this morning, you know, I was just in my mind and thinking about how every act that we do is either, you know, moving us one step closer to our goals or one step further behind. A lot of decisions I've made in the past have maybe been based on my lack of self-worth. So this is something that I continue to work on, and every now and then I'll catch myself, I'm in an old pattern and I'm like, what are you doing, you know? So some of these old ways die a hard death. As many of you know who've been watching my videos for a while, I'm not only part of the 11-week Total Health and Weight Loss Initiative here on our website, I've also committed to a 50-day challenge with philosophersnotes.com, and Brian Johnson, who's a very cool cat, does these daily videos, kind of like what I'm doing here on the website, and he's basically just reviewing the top 100 personal development books of all time. And I mean, I don't necessarily line up with every single one of the philosophies behind all these books, but every single day I am getting these nuggets of truth that it's really changing the way that I'm looking at things. And so what I thought I would do today, because today's Philosopher's Notes was just so powerful, and it talks about getting into the flow. And this is something that I've wanted to talk about on the website before, and the timing hasn't been right. So instead of me going into all the details about what that means and what the flow is basically a book that is written by a man named Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. Now, believe me, I think that's how you pronounce his name, but when you see it on paper, you'll be like, I don't even know. So, but anyway, it's called Flow, and it's an awesome book. I have not read the book, but I've read the Philosopher's Notes on it, and I think what he's saying in this short 10-minute video can definitely revolutionize your life and make a difference in your life today. Today. You can make this, he asks you one question in the video that I think is so awesome. So I really want to encourage you to watch what Brian has to say today on this book, Flow. I'm planning on getting the book because I would really like to have it in my library. But so February, kicking it off, right? Some of you guys are doing the 28-day total reset cleanse. That's what I'm doing. I'm already 2 quarts of juice into the day. I'm going to be juice feasting probably for, I'm thinking I'm going to try to do 10 or 14 days. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. And then just transition off into a 100% raw diet throughout the month of February. That's just the commitment that I'm making. That's what I'm going to do to love myself more. The other thing I'm doing is I have joined the gym at our church. We have this, like, it's a youth and family center, and they have a, it's the challenge that they do, the fitness challenge, and I have joined that. So that means I'm going to actually be getting in my car and leaving the computer and going to the gym at least 3 to 4 times a week, and I have to track everything I'm doing. I'll be participating. It's a group thing. So, yeah, one more thing that I'm committing to, but it totally lines up with what my goals are for this year. You know, what we put in our mouth is so important, but what we do with our bodies is equally as important. And exercise has probably been the biggest missing element that I have had in my life for a while. My little 10 minutes of yoga stretching and the occasional bouncing on the mini tramp is not really giving me the results that I want to have between now and summer. So I'm kicking it up a notch. I mean, believe me, if I can do all this, you guys can, because as I've said, I'm not the queen of self-discipline. So I just want to encourage you, as we're starting a brand new month, do something different this month. Do something special for yourself. And that can be, so many different things. And in the thread underneath, I'd really love to hear from you what your thoughts are on what you're going to do in February. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on Brian's video in being in the flow and what that might look like for you. Love to get a good discussion started here in the beginning of this new month. So you guys, cheers. I've got one little swallow left in my juice. So everybody have an awesome rest of the day, and I will be back with you tomorrow.